Hello, welcome to the fire sign readings for this summer 2025. This will be a free card general reading followed by some piles that you can pick from. There will be 3 piles. First of all, I want to welcome you to the Emperor Penguin Tarot channel. I like to do different kinds of videos in terms of readings, different ways of reading, and using different decks as well. So you can check some of those videos out in my channel. For today we'll be using the Mystical Penguin Tarot, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, and the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So you're one of the OGs. So if you want to listen to the general read, you can skip ahead or skip that altogether and skip all the way to the piles. Completely up to you. I want to reiterate, this is for fire signs, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If any of those apply to your chart, then go ahead and listen to them. But first of all, general reading. Let's go. So first off, we start with Faith. So in this deck, Faith replaces, I want to believe it is it's not the Hierophant. Oh, it is the Hierophant. Okay, see, I know my deck. But it's... So what the author here wanted to do with the Faith card is to really distinguish one being of a quite a religious background, so i.e. Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, whatever it is you believe in, versus faith as its own self-sufficient component, right? Because you can believe in something without belonging to a religion, right? So I think that coming into summer, first of all, it's quite literally have faith. I don't know what situation you might be going through. This penguin here looks like they're enjoying the surroundings but kind of lost as well. So I get a feeling here I'm on the right path. I just don't know where that's going. I would say just be careful of distraction, things that will take you off the path. There's a squirrel here like trying to grab your attention. There's lots of pretty flowers and the light falling through the trees, so it's you're in a good place. Just be careful about going the wrong way. And much like the Hierophant, there is a lesson to be learned here. So I think summer is going to be one overlying theme for you to learn from. Next we have the Page of Wands. Okay, interesting. So it's kind of like you're going from abundance with the Faith card into uncharted territory where you have no idea what you can sow there. You have no idea. If you see, it's a desert background. It looks like there was some sort of civilization with the pyramids, but like you have come to a place where people have tried to plant their seeds and it hasn't taken root. Like the place is so barren and so lackluster. But you're a fire sign and Page of Wands is for the fires. I think this is telling you that yes, you're going the right way and you should believe in yourself that you can make your next move or your next situation work really well in your favor. And you should do so from a point of view that is renewed with the Page of Wands. You want to bring in that you want to bring some youthful energy into your situation, and I think you should also look out to really stand firm in what you believe, right? If you look at the page, the penguin in the Page of Wands is standing quite straight up. Stick is also vertical, very symmetrical to each other. So you want to stand firm, hold your ground. This talks a lot about being faithful, being loyal towards a cause or a person. You could also be expecting to find a teacher from a foreign land, perhaps a teacher, perhaps a guide, perhaps just a messenger over this summer. Yeah, so let's see the next one. Strength. Right, I think that's what we're going to get to for you, fire signs, is the summer you may receive a message or meet with someone who will bring you back to your place of bring you back to your heart, to your strength. They will allow you to see your own self-worth, which I think is super beautiful. This could also be speaking into whatever this kind of new situation is, or a new a new friendship or a new work situation, that you should be bringing a lot of your energy into it, and a lot of energy and determination with the Strength here. Find the conviction to really keep your faith intact is what I think this is saying. Like, don't let other people sway you from your beliefs or your values, because you're going to need them for you're going to need that precise mindset or spiritual system that you have of your own to get through to get through the summer, to be honest. I think the summer is just the start of something much bigger than yourself, so it's about hanging in there with the Strength card. And to say that there's a lot of power residing within you, especially with the infinity above the head, which is quite I just thought it's quite interesting. The Faith Penguin doesn't have anything on its head. The Page of Wands has a hat with a red feather, and then Strength has the infinity in a red kind of string, kind of like the red string of fate, right? So I feel like this is a very clear path of progression in some area of your life. But yeah, I would just be careful of straying from the path and making sure that where you plant your seeds next is somewhere where there is a river flowing and not in a barren place. Perhaps you can make a river flow into the barren place. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is the general reading for fire signs for this summer 2025. Thank you so much, and I will see you at your selected pile very soon. Hey there, welcome to the pile selection. Here we have 3 different piles. We have a blue die for number 1, we have a purple die with number 2, and a red die number 3. Each pile has 1 Angel and Ancestor card, which is an oracle deck, as well as 2 Rider-Waite Tarot cards for extra reading that we've taken from the general reading. Okay, so take your time if you want to take a second out to choose and feel around which one is best for you. Pause it here and then you can skip ahead to the timestamp, which is hopefully working. But yeah, so I'll see you in your piles. Hey pile 1, thank you for choosing this pile. I hope this one is a good one for you. So for this, we have the previous general reading, which was Faith, Page of Wands, and the Strength card. I'm going to turn it over the tarot cards first, and then give you kind of like follow-up advice with the Angels and Ancestor card. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. I like 7 of Wands for you because it kind of continues on from the Page of Wands and Strength, that you are going to find yourself benefiting from quite a lot of success. It's going to be a struggle for sure. Usually I see things like the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, they're kind of like conflict cards a bit, but you have the upper hand with the 7 of Wands. You have the advantage over whatever the situation is, and at the end of the day you're going to be the one who receives a lot of benefits from whatever happens this summer. So I'm hoping for that for you. Let's continue with the 9 of Swords. Damn, this changed everything. This changed everything. Why is this here? 1 second, because like why is the 9 of Swords suddenly? I don't like predicting people who, you know, have to leave this plane of existence, but one way of interpreting this is for you to be very strong, because someone who's older or like a guide or a mentor to you may leave, with the 9 of Swords at the end here, kind of saying if we follow this journey like that from here to there, the impression I get is like guard your heart kind of thing, and keep going, keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, the other thing I could be seeing, sorry, that's a bit macabre, a bit sad, is that this could be quite overwhelming. You know, this journey, it could be quite overwhelming. So we have someone who's kind of stuck, right? Might fall into some depression or other mental illness, and that's all fine. I think it's more of a warning of be careful not to lose yourself through this journey, through whatever is happening over the summer. Just be careful to keep yourself sane and intact. So I get that's what that journey's saying there as well. Build yourself up so that you can't be knocked down when it comes to seeing the fruits of your labor actually achieving things, it's very easy to go on a downward spiral. But yeah, so, and for your angel and ancestor card, drum card, so which is about dreams and the journey through, not just through dreams as well, but through life, through the waking experience as well. I think what this is, the advice here is to dream journal a lot. So write down, if you have this practice in the morning when you wake up, to have a notepad next to your bed, on your desk or somewhere, and to try and record your dreams every single day if you can remember them. At the beginning you might not remember much, but as you keep doing it, it's training that kind of imaginary muscle in your in your brain. You will eventually remember even small details in your dreams. And I think that's going to be very important for you. I think you will have a lot of answers in your dreams. A lot of the processing we do of the past actually happens in our sleep while we're dreaming. So do pay attention to that. And if you are the type to have prophetic dreams, then please pay attention. And I want to know, I'm nosy, so let me know. But yeah, this is what I've got for you, pile 1, and I wish you all the best. Please leave some comments down below if you have any concerns, I guess, about this reading, or if you want to share in the future what happens. I don't know, up to you. But that's all from me. I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hey pile 2, welcome to your pick a pile selection. We have the original spread here with Faith, Page, Wands and Strength. So that was from the general reading. We will have 2 additional tarot cards to expand upon, as well as some advice from the Angels and Ancestors card right here. So without further ado, pile 2, let's get into it. You have, the Emperor. Strength and the Emperor together is massive. You've got 3 major arcana, sorry. Wow, yeah. Faith, Strength and the Emperor. So technically, if you want to use the original system, it's the Hierophant, Strength and the Emperor. So with the Emperor, we have someone who's extremely in control. I think this is someone who knows exactly what they're going to do. You pile 2. You could also be meeting... So you know how I was saying there was like a guide or a mentor with the Faith card here? And you having to take on a more... a fresh approach to something with the Page of Wands. I think you're going to meet someone who embodies like this Emperor position. Like this person is the top of the top and will guide you and teach you to upskill, to learn new ways of discipline. The Emperor is quite disciplined, and will probably show you like your strengths, quite literally your strengths, and versus your weaknesses, and how to balance and how to really come up on top with the Emperor. The Emperor is more geared towards kind of Aries, especially if you've got the rams here in the Emperor's throne. So this is quite a fiery read. Pile 2. We can't forget Strength, where there's a line, Leo. Let's check the next card. 2 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I think this pretty much is what I just said. Like the Emperor together with the 2 of Wands. This is a person who is a very mature energy, quite dominant, quite governing in a sense. Someone who has reached most of their goals and accomplished most of their dreams. They're like at the top of... This is like an apex predator is one way of saying that. They have a lot of personality. Okay, there's a lot of personality, very strong, a very strong sternness to them as well. So yeah, pile 2, the extended reading part is amazing. I think you're heading in an amazing direction, full of growth and learning and discipline. That's pretty awesome for you. Your advice card here is Shield Maiden, which actually appeared for the water signs as well. This one appeared in one of the piles for water signs, and at this point I haven't done earth and air signs, so I wonder if she will appear in those as well. But the Shield Maiden, this card, is all about making a plan and really focusing on that plan and not letting anything distract you. If you remember, I said to you in the general reading, faith is don't let yourself get distracted, and don't stray from the path. So with the shield maiden, you want to make a strategy, make some tactical plans to tackle the summer. Essentially, you want a plan for the whole summer. I don't know how you're going to do this plan or what it's going to be. That's something that you would know, but definitely don't leave it to chance. I think that's part of this journey of your summer 2025 is don't leave anything to chance. Plan it very well and keep yourself free from distractions, which is very easy to say, isn't it? But I think that's, like, overall, this is amazing. This is amazing. I think, yeah, I don't have anything more to say, and I think that's it. So Pile 2, thank you so much. If you have any comments, or if you want to ask me any questions, or you just want to share, maybe later on you share after summer what's been going on, or what you're getting into, then I'd be very happy to read that. But apart from that, thank you so much, Pile 2, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hey Pile 3, welcome in. Thank you for choosing this pile. Up here I've got the original general read we did earlier, which is Faith, Page of Wands, or Strength. Faith is a substitute for the Hierophant, in case you don't belong to a specific religion. I've included 2 tarot cards for extra readings, well, to put it on top of the original one, and 1 advice card from the Angels and Ancestors deck as well. So let's get to your first one, which is the Tower. Okay, the Tower's not always bad, you know. It's like, it is a massive change. It's something that's going to shake the foundations of your being. And for you, I think this Tower relates to the Faith card. It relates very heavily to conducting your faith in a different way. Perhaps you might go on a pilgrimage here with the Page of Wands, that kind of imagery. You're going on a pilgrimage. Perhaps you get to such a low point that you can only find strength through your practice. But I think with the Tower, it's nothing bad. It's just a huge transformation for you. Next is, yeah, see, Ace of Swords. It's a new way of thinking. So with the Ace of Swords, we have a new beginning, a fresh mindset. There's a crown on this sword with palm leaf and laurel, so it's an outstanding victory, full of peace, full of wisdom, and it's going to bring you to a very different mindset. Like I was saying, very different mindset, a very different, maybe different religious beliefs. Your faith might be tested in some way, but at the end of all of this, you're going to learn to be more, what's the word? It's not rigid. Unwavering. I think that's the word. You're not going to waver in terms of your faith and your beliefs. So this is going to be a very defining moment over the summer. And yeah, so this Tower moment thing is going to happen over the summer. Just a tiny prediction. So let's look forward to that. And what's curious is that both these cards have crowns, but they're different styles of crowns. So this Tower has like a more rounded, and it's closed on top, and this one is open, right? It's a bit more, this one's a bit more, the build is a bit thicker, but its design is much more simple. So I feel like what you're going to learn, or what's going to change, is really, I think you're going to break down something and understand it in a much more easier way, simple way. It's much more straightforward, to say the least. So right, your advice is summer itself. Wow. Pile 3, you're special. Pile 3. Summer. This is literally like, I'm doing a summer reading for you, and you get the summer card. I think you're going to have a great time over the summer, because this particular summer card is about enjoying happiness, enjoying the sun and the light and all these positive aspects coming into you. With the bee symbolism here, we have a time for potential mating, a time for potential, like, planting lots of seeds everywhere, and then when it's time to harvest, you will have a much bigger returns. Wow. Okay, yeah, Pile 3, I like this for you. I like this a lot. I kind of want this spread. I kind of want it. I don't really see, I don't know, no, I can't really The only sign I hear is Leo in the strength card, which is the line there. There is no major, like, I don't feel major Aries, Sagittarius energy here. Not that it's not for you, it's just, it's leaning more towards a 5th house Leo kind of vibe, especially with the Leos are summer babies. So yeah, pile 3. Any questions, comments, please ask me down below in the comment box, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.